channel, Sunshine Lorena. So this video is going to be the first week of Fortnight Frights Readathon. Sorry, my hair does what it wants. Don't know what it's doing. Yeah, so this is going to be the first week of my reading for Fortnight Frights. It started at midnight last night, and yeah, so the 18th of October, and it's going to run all the way to the 31st of October, so a full 2 weeks. So last night I started with Things We Lost in the Fire by Mariana Enriquez. I read about 18 pages. I was tired and had to go to sleep. I've now read the first 2 short stories in this. There's quite a few, despite it being, it's quite a short book. Yeah, there's 12 stories in there, so I've read the first 2 and I am enjoying it so far. It's the macabre genre, a little bit of horror in there, but horror isn't something that I really read before, but this is fine because I won't watch horror films in general, but this so far has been good. I've really enjoyed both those first stories, and the second one more actually. But yeah, it's just like little snippets, and yes, it's set in Argentina. Yes, it's just, yeah, I don't know, I feel like I was there as well. So yeah, enjoying this. Yes, the first 2 done. So that was The Inn, was the second one was called The Inn, and the first one was The Dirty Kid. So yeah, it's 50 pages done in this. And then I have also started my other book, The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson, and I have read the first chapter in this so far. So you had a little section before chapter 1 in this, which was our main character's birth, Emanuela, and then in chapter 1 it jumps to when she's 17 years old, and it picks up from there. We know that her mother has died, and in this first chapter it's the Sabbath, so you get a little glimpse into how religion is shaping this town called Bethel. So yes, and I get that first chapter, I got some culty vibes from like the whole, like there's the prophet, they call him, and they had like, yeah, very definitely some culty vibes in there. It does seem like it's going to be quite interesting, and yes, I mean, we know obviously there's something that happened in her mother's past, because like there was a little hint at it. One of the girls asked her something, but yes, it's like setting the scene. I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, I think this town is very much shaped by this church and the prophet who's in charge of this church. So we shall see. It does seem like it's going to be really interesting. So yeah, there's that. So I've not read too much so far because it is yeah, it's just after 10 past 12, so I've not read a lot, but I'm off work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I was supposed to be going to see my parents in Scotland, but rules and everything has changed due to coronavirus, so I'm not able to do that. So I have 3 days of reading basically. I can just sit and read a lot, so I'm not too bothered that I've had a slow start. I might be able to squeeze an extra book in because I have those days where I don't really have anything planned. So yes, but I am going to make lunch now. I'm making pasta al forno. My husband's Italian, and it's one of their it's a Sicilian lunch. The most famous, so pasta al forno is pasta in the oven basically, but this one is going to be the Analetti. So the most famous one would be lasagna. They have like, I think each region has different dishes done in the oven on a Sunday. It's their Sunday lunch basically. I made the ragu yesterday, so it's the sauce, And yes, I'm going to be doing the pasta now, and then we'll get it in the oven. Mine's is gluten free, so it's not the traditional shape, because I don't think they make gluten free analetti, which is like these little rings, basically look like spaghetti hoops, but they're not spaghetti hoops. But I will share a little clip or something of my lunch, and then I'll be able to get back. I'll be able to read while actually it's in the oven. So yeah, I will update you later. So, quick little update on my reading. Is that? Oh, shadow. Quick little update on the reading. The Year of the Witching. I am almost finished chapter 6. So I think I'm on like page 62. I'm really enjoying it. The scenes are really set. You know, that mystery element is building. You know, because she. Before I say something, let me check what it says. Yes, okay. It says in the synopsis about her dead mother's diary, so that's fine. So she has already happened to the woods, and she has been given the diary of her deceased mother. So she's been reading it, and I think, you know, you're starting to see the elements of the woods, how they're taught to obviously fear it. And her friend is about to. She's supposed to be getting married to the prophet to be one of his other wives, so that's about to happen. So their friendship is going to be severed as well, because she's not going to be her own person anymore. I gather that he has like quite a few wives, which, like I said, I think I said earlier, it was giving me a bit culty kind of vibes. So the multiple wives is kind of, I don't know, it's not explained why, but you know, he has multiple wives, and when he dies, his son will then become the new prophet. So it's like passed down, almost like king, like if you know, royalty, you know, with kings and queens and things. But yes, I'm quite intrigued about what's going on. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, and then on Things We Lost in the Fire, I've now read 4. So I've read another 2 short stories. One of them, it was fine. It's not my favourites of the ones I've read so far, but the other one I like as well, which is Adela's House. So I quite enjoyed it. It was gave it spooky, creepy vibes. And I like how each story has a different vibe to it, you know, it's not all, I don't know, I quite like the vibes of it, so I am enjoying both of those. So yeah, I'm doing quite well. So yeah, I'm on page 82 now of this. So yeah, I'm fairly making my way through it. And yes, I am gonna make dinner. I'm making a tortilla de patatas. Yes, I will check in with you later, or tomorrow maybe. Let's see. 1 in the afternoon and I haven't done any reading. I have like been doing bits and pieces around the flat that I needed to do. I'm sorry, my hair's really weird. Yes, I've been doing some bits and pieces around the flat that I needed to do, and then I edited a video which I'm hoping to post this week. But I'm going to go out for a walk, as it is. It's sunny, looks a bit windy, but it's actually decent weather. The weekend wasn't great weather, and so I didn't bother going out. But also at the weekends I find there's a lot more people out and about and things if you want to go for a wander. So during the week it should be okay, because it's like in the middle of the afternoon, everyone's working. So yes, going for a wander. I have got The Picture of Dorian Gray on audiobook from the library, so I've just downloaded that and I'll be listening to that while I'm out and about. And yes, so last night I got spookily, I checked. So I always read to the end of a chapter or the short story. I don't like to finish in the middle. And I got to page 82 on both of them, which was really weird and creepy. Well, I thought a bit spooky. So yes, and I haven't read anything today, but yeah, I'll listen to Picture of Dorian Gray, and then when I come back I should do a little bit more reading, and I will update you. If there's anything interesting, I will film while I'm out and about. So speak later. Hi, so quick update. I went for a little walk in town, stretched my legs a little bit. I didn't read too much, listen to too much of The Picture of Dorian Gray. I don't know, there was like quite a bit of traffic, so I wasn't able to concentrate, so I didn't continue listening. I just listened to some music. I popped into the Oxfam bookshop and I picked up Frankenstein. So if I do really well with my reading, I have another book to pick up. If not, I have a book to read at a later date. So yeah, I mean, it's in pretty good condition, really. And it was only £1.49, which is pretty good, so I've got that. And then I bought my first coffee outside in over 6 months. I can't even remember. I think it might be in February. I don't think it was March, I don't know, but it's like a pumpkin spice latte, basic. I know. But actually it was really sweet. I think I'm really unused to not having sweet coffees. So I enjoyed it, but not as much because it was too sweet for me. But anyway, I have read another short story, and the things we lost in the fire. So it was an implication of the big. Oh no, I've read two. Sorry, The Implication of the Big-Eared Runt and Spiderweb. I still think Adela's House is my favourite so far out of this. Yes, enjoying them. And I am going to read a little bit more of The Year of the Witching now, because I haven't picked that up at all today. And probably when I'm making dinner, I'll listen to The Picture of Dorian Gray. Yeah, I will try and give you an update a little bit later on. So it is Tuesday, the 20th today, 20th of October. It's the afternoon, around 3. So yeah, I've done quite a bit of reading today compared to yesterday. I had my lunch and everything, and I've just finished Things We Lost in the Fire by Mariana Enriquez, which is the collection of short stories set in Argentina, specifically Buenos Aires. And yes, this was horrifyingly real, you know. There's quite a few creepy stories that kind of, yeah, some of them, like one, there was a girl who like pulled out her fingernails, and I was, oh, you know, I just read that and I was like, yeah, but no, it is beautifully written, great writing, and obviously a really good translation because it's a translated piece, and there's one or two, say, supernatural elements, but that's not the thing that makes it kind of horror, kind of gothic horror. It is the fact that it feels very real. It you know, it's set in post-dictatorship Argentina across the different years, because in some of the short stories you see the years that it takes part in. But yes, yeah, very real. Like, a lot of it is, the main protagonists are mainly women throughout this, and yeah, it really exposes human nature and how, you know, horrible people can be. But also a lot of it is set in the back streets, in like bad neighbourhoods where there's crime, and just kind of showing you, I suppose, the legacy of kind of how people have been affected, I suppose. But it's just, yeah, the thing about it is that if the things that get to you is it's very real. There are, yeah, so there was quite a few that I thought were more on the creepy side towards the end, but I quite liked the inn, Adele's house, Spiderweb, quite liked as well. Oh, the neighbour's courtyard, I found that quite creepy, that one, towards the end, how it ended, that was quite a creepy one. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you obviously what happens in it, but like, yeah, I would be out of there. But yes, and then the last one is called Things We Lost in the Fire, which is right at the end, which is women setting themselves on fire. But you need to read it anyway to see. But I enjoyed it. I'm going to give it 5 stars. It's really well written. I really enjoyed this collection of short stories, and I recommend. Yes, definitely. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to the year of the witching now. Where did I get to last night? Because I've not picked this up today. Yeah, I'm gonna start on chapter 13. I've got to page 124. I am really enjoying it. Sorry, that's my phone. But yes, you can start to see that I suppose the prophet, things aren't quite as they seem. Doesn't get that kind of element, like things aren't being told as they should do. I'm gonna get back to that anyway. On with the reading. I had planned to go for a walk today in the park, but it's raining. I don't know if you can hear that or not, if it's picking it up. Which it wasn't supposed to rain today, but hey, it's the UK, so why am I surprised? Tomorrow's actually supposed to rain all day, which means I'm going home again. But tomorrow's my last day off this week, and then I'm working Thursday, Friday, so I definitely want to get a lot of reading in today, the rest of the day and tomorrow. Yes, excited. Yeah, okay, I will probably update you later. rain all day, and now it's torrential, which is great. Great, so I've been inside all day. Done quite a bit of reading. I am reading The Picture of Dorian Gray. So I have an audiobook from the library, but they had like the complete works of Oscar Wilde, so I checked that out so I could read it at the same time. However, in the ebook there's missing chapters because I've been listening to the audiobook and then all of a sudden it's like not matching. So it's happened twice so far that there's been 2 chapters that are on the audiobook but not on the ebook that I'm reading, so it's really thrown me off a little bit, which is really weird that it's not the full book. So yeah, I'm listening to it like 2 times speed, 2.5 times speed. So I think I have about 2.5 hours left on that. I also been reading The Year of the Witching. I have about 100 pages left. You can see where I am, and I'm really enjoying this. Yeah, there's been some elements of things being like revealed, like we're really getting there, like we're getting to the good stuff. So yeah, there's been a few reveals, but I know that there's still more to come, definitely. But I really enjoyed it. Yeah, and yeah, I'm so glad this was picked as a live show book, because I don't know if I would have picked this up on my own. You know, I don't know if it would have been on my radar. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Been a few characters that have surprised me quite a bit, like the relationships that are developing in this. And Emmanuelle she's a really strong character, and yeah, she's really been true to herself. So yes, I'm interested to see what happens in Bethel, because yeah, I mean, things are not as they seem, are they, in Bethel? Definitely. And yes, because Bethel it's got like a wall, is gated, it's like cornered off from everything else, so you don't really know what's out there in the world. Like what time is it, you know? Like, this seems like it's kind of like round about the Salem witch trial type times, you know, there's like candles and stuff, and there's no electricity or anything. So yeah, like it makes me wonder like what's going on outside of the gates of Bethel. How are other people? Even people on the outskirts are a little bit different, because yeah, Emmanuelle is obviously half of these people from the outskirts, you know, that's why she's darker than everyone else. And yes, so enjoying that, so I'm gonna keep reading. I am roasting my butternut squash to make a soup, and yeah, it's been a pretty chill day. Yeah, super chill. But yes, I want to try and get these last 100 pages done by the end of tonight, so then I can focus on Picture of Dorian Gray, and then the Ghost Bride should be available for me either tomorrow or Friday from the library ebook. So that was the last one that I wanted to read. And yes, I did pick up Frankenstein the other day, so I might pick that up later on, like next week or something. So yeah, doing really well, enjoying the readathon, having fun reading literature that I wouldn't have normally picked up, and yeah, just exploring everything. So it's been great. It is Thursday evening, it's like 9:30 or something. I haven't read too much today. I did not finish The Year of the Witching last night, but I have like 30 pages left, so I'm gonna read that now, before going to sleep. Yes, like I really want to find out what happens now. It's like that last little bit. So yeah, no, really haven't done a lot of reading. I was back at work today, so busy, and I'm super tired. I'm really tired, so I want to finish that, have an early night, and then yes, get back to like reading a lot more tomorrow. Yeah, so really haven't done much today. Read a bit, worked, food shopping, that's it. But yes, let's get these last 30 pages done. Friday. My working week, my 2-day working week this week is finished, which is great. I finished the Year of the Witching. This is not like anything, is it? I finished the Year of the Witching last night. I really enjoyed that book. I haven't quite decided what rating I'm giving it yet. I'm letting it kind of sit with me, but I really enjoyed it. Yeah, really good. And yeah, I'm still getting my thoughts on it, but I really liked the character development and the storyline, and yes, looking forward to discussing that one. I still have Picture of Dorian Gray to finish reading. I have, I think, about 2.5 hours or so left on the audiobook. So yes, I'll be reading that. I'm a little bit annoyed today because I ordered, earlier in the week, I ordered a couple of second-hand Stephen King books, and they should have arrived by today. Like, they definitely should have. They haven't arrived. I mean, they will at some point obviously arrive, but the plan was for me 8 o'clock tonight until 8 o'clock tomorrow night I was gonna take part in a 24-hour Stephen King readathon, which is being hosted by Cara Foster. But they haven't arrived. I mean, I do have the collection of different seasons, and I've only read Shawshank over there, and that's the only Stephen King I've actually read. But I don't really want to pick up in the hopes that they arrive in the morning, because then I'm going to end up reading a couple of short stories, whereas I was looking forward to reading these other Stephen King books. I mean, maybe if they arrive tomorrow morning I can do that from tomorrow afternoon until Sunday. Let's see. But yeah, I was looking forward to doing that, but oh well, what can I do? But yes, so I'm going to be reading a little bit more tonight. Probably try watching a film or something. I'm quite tired this week. I'm really tired. And that's pretty much it for the moment. But yes, lots more prompts ticked off. I don't think I covered this off yesterday when I finished the book. So let me get up. We're reading The Year of the Witching. I have ticked off a piece of dark fantasy and written by a black or African author, and with Things We Lost in the Fire, I ticked off a translated piece written by a Latinx author and a short story. So we're getting there. I mean, I want to try and get like a whole line, you know. Nice aperitivo for dinner. Burrata. That is so good. And I made baba ganoush. So proud of myself right now. It is Saturday. It has basically been 7 days, and I finished The Picture of Dorian Gray, which was my third book to finish. So yeah, doing really well with all the reads that I'm doing. I enjoyed Dorian Gray, although the audiobook was really good, but the ebook that I checked out from the library had like so many missing chapters, which was really annoying. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed it, especially from when like the first little glimpse in the portrait changed, and after that, like, it was just, yeah, so good. So really enjoyed it. I have started The Ghost Bride, managed to get it downloaded off the app for the library, and I've read about 3 chapters so far. Enjoying it. It's just kind of setting it up, like she's had the proposal of, you know, potentially marrying this rich family's dead son, so it's just the very start, so see how that pans out. I have twists in because it's protective styling season, so it is what it is. But also I'm really annoyed, like 5 o'clock, okay, 5 p.m. on a Saturday, Royal Mail decides to deliver the post to us, which is annoying because I wanted to have taken part in the 24-hour readathon from yesterday 8 p.m. Only one book has come so far actually, but if it had come earlier I probably would have still done it this weekend, but 5 o'clock on a Saturday evening I can't be bothered starting a 24-hour readathon, so I'm not doing that. I'll have to read these books at another time. But I got a used Stephen King book, it's Misery, and look at this cover. Like, I love it. It's so good. You can see, like, it's a typewriter, because obviously I know it involves a writer, and this is such a lovely cover. Like, I've not seen one like this, so excited. We'll read that at some point. But yeah, so I'm gonna have a pretty chill night. Tonight is the first live show discussion for Things We Lost in the Fire, so I'm looking forward to that. And I am going to edit this vlog. I will probably try and film a little clip later after the live discussion, and then yes, I'll do a second vlog for the second week of it. But yep, enjoying it so far. Ticked off a lot of prompts, and I think if I read fast enough I can squeeze in an extra book than I planned, so that'd be great. So I am wrapping up this video here. This is Sunday morning, so I'm going to do a second week video from Sunday until Saturday. So yeah, last night I watched the live show discussion for Things We Lost in the Fire, which was so good. It was really good to hear everyone's thoughts on it, and also what people were saying in the comment section. And yeah, there was like, you know, people mentioned bits and pieces about, you know, how it links into that kind of history of Argentina, so I definitely need to read up more about that, to kind of learn everything that happened, and then probably I'm going to have a reread at some point of Things We Lost in the Fire, because there's definitely things that I think that I didn't pick up, because I don't really know the background of history. So like one story, the intoxicated years, you know, it was kind of mentioned kind of what happened just post the dictatorship, and because for me I was a bit like, the story didn't really fit, but I suppose knowing a little bit of information now, it does make more sense. So I think, yeah, need to like do my own research, read a little bit, and then at some point in the future do a reread and see all the bits and pieces that I missed to kind of understand like the whole social commentary, because that book is full of it. You know, it was such a good book. The live show was great. And yes, I'm gonna end it here. So wrapping this up, so week 1 I read 3 books: Things We Lost in the Fire, The Year of the Witching, and A Picture of Dorian Gray. I started The Ghost Bride yesterday, which is the last one on my TBR, but I think I'm going to try and squeeze in some other books. But yes, leaving it here. Goodbye from me and my pumpkin, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. I never know what to say in these outros, so yes, hopefully see you in the next one. Comment, like, subscribe, whatever. Bye.